Good morning, Taurus. How are you today? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for July 25th, 26th, and 27th, which should be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're just going to do a Celtic cross and see what Spirit wants to bring out. At the bottom, I will pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to give you some insight as to what might be coming towards you this weekend. Okay? Alrighty. This one is for my Tauruses. All right, let's see. So this one's for, Taurus. All right, Taurus, what is your current situation? What are we dealing with here? So we're getting justice. Well, that's usually a good thing, depending on which side of it you're on. So hopefully you are on the right side of justice. That is always a plus then. All righty. So something that was unjust in your life, it seems the scales are being balanced out. And what is the obstacle? We're getting the Page of Cups. The obstacle is a sense of unrealistic expectation and immaturity that seems to be surrounding whatever transpired to cause the need for justice, right? So something has taken place here that is causing there to be a need for justice to play out. But I don't know that the people involved in this situation have done a whole lot of growing yet. So, I don't think that's you that's suffering from this bout of immaturity or unrealistic expectation. I do believe it is somebody else in your midst, somebody that you're dealing with. And due to these shortcomings that they currently have, they have caused something to happen to you that wasn't just and wasn't right. So now the scales need to be balanced out. And they will be balanced, it looks like, but I don't know that these people have gone through the necessary growth to make things any different. Meaning if you continue to mess with this person or continue to deal with them, it's quite possible you could end up in the same predicament again. Okay? Because I don't think much has changed. All right, Taurus, what is it that you need to focus on? So the Lovers. So the Lovers, the card actually has a lot to do with confusion in love, and it has a lot to do with decisions that need to be made in love. So I'm thinking when it's saying you have to focus on that, you're focusing more on those two things, possibly decisions that need to be made about this particular relationship, or how to settle the confusion that seems to be surrounding it. Okay? Definitely there is a sense of uncertainty that is surrounding it. And now I feel like this is a relationship you have going with this person that caused the unjust situation, right? So there you have it. Okay, so what is it you need to leave behind? The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups has wonderful attributes like all the queens do, but one of the Queen of Cups' strongest downfalls is the fact that she has a tendency to be too empathetic. She is empathetic to her detriment, okay? She tries very hard to see things from other people's point of view, but at times what she ends up doing is just excusing other people's bad behavior, okay? Finding excuses for it. That is something you definitely are not going to, it's definitely not something that's going to propel you forward right now, okay? This person that you are dealing with definitely needs to grow, okay? And they're not going to do that if you keep making excuses for them. So I feel like there is a bit of a, almost a karmic cycle that looks like it could be starting to build here, right? And that's probably something you really want to avoid if possible. So there you go. What is your strength in the situation? The Page of Pentacles. Your desire to build a new foundation is your strength here. There you go. We do have 2 pages out here though now, so there you go. Alrighty. What is the outcome? Forward motion and victory, so that is good. I like that part. There you go. What else we got here? You could be dealing with a Libra, a Gemini, or a Cancer. It's possible. Yeah. All right, let's see. What is the advice here? The Strength card. You have more than enough strength. You have more strength than you even realize, but you have more than enough to deal with whatever this situation right here is. Just remember to hold up your boundaries, okay? That's what I would say. Okay, what is the atmosphere? Ace of Wands. Well, there's no shortage of passion in this little situation here. There's also a sense of inspiration here. So maybe there's a little more pep in your step right now than there used to be, right? Yeah. There you go. What is your greatest fear here? And it is the Nine of Pentacles. So your fear is of having to step into your independence. Your fear is also maybe of being single. Maybe you don't have a desire to be alone. Okay, and what is the outcome? We get the Magician. This outcome is going to be whatever you make it, because you have the ability to manifest the life that you want. So that's pretty much where you're at with that. Not a bad reading, just looks like something where you need to hold up your boundaries and you need to... You're not helping this person by making excuses for them, okay? They need to learn to stand on their own so that they can be what you need them to be, is what I see. Okay, what do we have for Friday? I have the Tower and the Knight of Wands. Acting impulsively can at times cause towers, right? So it's possible that you or somebody near you is acting impulsively on Friday, causing some sort of a tower. Doesn't feel like it's an end-all, be-all type of tower, but it's something, okay? Saturday, I have the Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands. So there is definitely a sense of being defensive on Saturday towards some kind of gossip or some kind of recognition that doesn't feel necessarily welcome. Meaning you're getting some kind of recognition and maybe it's not what you wanted. You don't feel like dealing with those people today or dealing with the situation. If not that, then it's just gossip that you don't feel like dealing with. And on Sunday, I have the Page of Wands and the Five of Cups. You have 3 pages out here right now, so there's definitely an issue here with some sort of immaturity, okay? That somebody that needs to grow up some, needs to get more grounded and understand what they're involved in or how this is going to work out. There is a sense of loss and regret attached to Sunday, but I have a feeling it's attached more to growing pains than anything with this Page of Wands. So all in all, great reading. Okay, really, Taurus, it is a good reading. It looks like you have something that when it comes to love that is possibly growing in a direction that you're fairly happy with in the end. It's just whoever you're attached to seems like they have a little bit of growing to do, and you need to try to help them with that versus hinder them, okay? It will work out to your advantage in the long run, is what I see. All right, Taurus, that is what I have for this weekend. No matter what the cards say, go out there and make it the best weekend you possibly can. I will be back on Sunday with weekly readings. I'll be back again tomorrow morning with the daily energy check-ins. If anybody is looking for a private reading, just send me a message and I will get you the details. I'll never ever reach out to you first, okay? You reach out to me, I get you the details. That's the way we work this out. If somebody does reach out to you, it is a scam. So treat it accordingly, okay? All right, y'all. Thank you.